What is going on, everybody? I hope you guys are having another beautiful day. It is a wonderful day. We're getting closer to Christmas. I hope all of you are having a fantastic holiday season so far. You already know, go follow me on my social media channels. And what we're going to be talking about might just help you make a fortune. Let's go ahead and get into it. So this one might sting a little bit, and it's time to get real. Do you find yourself living paycheck to paycheck, struggling every single month, trying to figure out how you're going to make ends meet? How am I able to afford my groceries? How am I able to afford my car payment? How am I able to afford my rent? Do you find yourself asking that question every single month, but for whatever reason, it's always the same and it never changes? Well, it's time for a reality check, because just like you, I was in a very similar position. I was somebody who was struggling, who was frustrated, who was irritated, who it felt like no matter what I did, I was always struggling to make ends meet and nothing ever worked out financially. And here's what I started to realize. It wasn't about how much money I was making. It was about the discipline that I had with the money I was making. And this is where that reality check comes in. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you make $20,000 a year or $500,000 a year. If you aren't managing your money properly and if you aren't staying disciplined properly, you'll always run into the same issues. People always say, well, when I get that raise, then it'll free up a little bit. No, it won't, because here's what's going to happen. You're not going to have that discipline. You're going to make a little bit more money and you're going to start spending more money. That's always how it works. So it doesn't matter if you're waiting for your next raise or I can't wait till I get that new job that's going to help me make more money. It doesn't matter. You're always going to find yourself in the same position, and that's because you're not managing your money properly and you don't have the discipline needed in order to get you where you want to go financially. So let's go ahead and talk about this a little bit. What does it mean to have discipline? Well, what you want to do is you want to make a list of everything that you're spending money on, every single thing. If it's food, how much are you spending a month on food or a week on food, right? And then what exactly am I spending in regards to what type of food am I buying? Is it organic food? Is it junk food? Is it chips? Is it sodas? What is it? Next, where, if any place, am I going out? How often and how much am I spending? If you're going out to spend money at restaurants or you're going to bars, you are leaving a huge chunk of money on the table, because if you were to just cook your own food, you would save yourself a substantial amount of food, because you got to think about the cost to go eat out, but then also the tip that you have to leave behind, and also, bingo, the gas money it takes to get there. So you want to look at that. Next, you want to take a look at the habits that you have. If you're somebody who drinks, or you're somebody who smokes, or you spend money on things you don't need that are only affecting your health, that's probably a good area and a good indication to you to say, hey, I should probably not spend as much money here. I'm not saying quit it altogether, but what I am saying is if you're spending $200 a month on alcohol, cut it down. Maybe you do $150, maybe you do $100, maybe you get down to $50. Doesn't really matter, but if you start cutting that back a little bit, now you'll have a little bit more money at the end of the month to do things that you want to do. Save it for vacation. Go invest it. Put it into your kid's college fund, right? Go ahead and save up for that new car that you've been looking to buy, right? But what it really starts with when it comes to making sure you have enough money at the end of the day is discipline. 100%. Cut out the shit that you don't need. And there's a long laundry list of shit that you're buying on a consistent basis that, trust me, you don't need. It's not good for your health. It's not serving you. It's wasting your time. It's not putting you in a position to win. And it's certainly not helping you check off those things on your goal list that you want to be checking off. So why even bother putting them in front of you to indulge in them, to ultimately set yourself up for more failure? If you start to realize that, you'll start to realize how much money you truly have at the end of the month. And when you do that, now you're in control of your finances, and now the sky's the limit, because now all of a sudden you are able to invest. Now all of a sudden taking those destination trips that you've always wanted to take has now become a reality. And oh, now I can start looking at that car and seriously shopping around because now I have that money every single month that I feel confident enough to have that car payment, right? So start with that, make that list, and watch how that will change your life. With that being said, I hope that that video did help you guys. If it did, of course, give it a big thumbs up. And of course, comment. What's one thing that you're spending money on right now that you don't need to be? No judgments at all, but we all have those little quirks that we love. For some of us, it's Starbucks. For others, it's going out to eat. For others, it's fast food, whatever it is, right? So what's that thing that you indulge in that unfortunately you just haven't been able to kick, which is okay. Again, no judgments. Other than that, I want to make sure that you guys are subscribed to this channel. We're always putting out content 2 times a week to make sure that you are getting your fix of inspiration, motivation, and ultimately little practical tips that will help set you up for success in your life. So definitely hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace.